What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look at the recently released Donruss blaster boxes from the 2023 Women's World Cup set from Panini. Relatively late review here, but better late than never, I guess. And yeah, these boxes are going for 30 bucks, plus or minus a few bucks. And we're here to show you guys what this format is all about. So let's get right into it, guys. If you enjoy this kind of content, want to see more, consider dropping a like down below and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel and really helps us grow. Helps us put more content out there like this for you guys. And as you guys can tell, we are still trying to recover from this entire situation here. So yeah, you guys are gonna be hanging out with us and the cast for probably a couple months total, and then I don't know, maybe some sort of brace until it's like fully recovered later on in the future. But anyway, 6x6 format, 36 cards total. And here is what you can get from these boxes. You might want to pause it to read, but we are going to go over it real quick. We are expecting to see 2 numbered cards per box on average, and those are going to be the reds out of 299, blue out of 99, and then a jump to pink 23. And that's because the oranges are exclusive to the Hobby Blasters. And then we have gold out of 10, green out of 5, and the black 1 of 1s. Autos are not guaranteed in these, but they do fall like one or two in like every case, which, you know, is going to have like 20 blasters each. And your case hits or multi-case hits are going to be the national landmarks, team badges, intergalactic, and the World Cup mascot Tizuni. So let's put this over here and see what we can do with these packs compared to the... Okay, so this is going to be on the harder side to open. Okay, so instead of letting you guys just sit through this whole thing and go through the very slow process motion, I'm gonna open these packs like this, and then we're gonna basically have them ready to, probably not gonna get all the cards out, but we're just gonna get all the packs ready so that we can just, you know, pull the all the cards out while we're talking about it with you guys. All right, so here is the last pack prepped. Just so you guys know, I am cutting the top of the pack and then making it basically relatively easy to just do what I just did on the screen. But here is pack number 1. Starting us off is Marta Cox. And I think it's very similar to the Hobby Blasters. You are going to see the last 2 cards flipped like this, and then they're either going to be the inserts or numbered cards. And there is our first numbered card. It is going to be a nice color match red for Switzerland, Ramona Bachmann. And then we have a regular insert to Pitch Queens, Hikaru Naomoto. So let's put this numbered card in a sleeve here, and then we'll do a recap at the end, of course. But yeah, this is going to be much smoother now that all these packs are prepped. But yeah, I honestly don't think these are going to be, I don't know, like initial opinion is that these are not going to be better than the Hobby Blasters, but since they are cheaper, let's see how these are typically going to perform compared to that. But from what I've seen, like most of these retail blasters are going to have you know, like the higher numbered cards, like the number cards that are like on the higher end of the serials. So that's kind of what they have to do with retail blasters. You know, it kind of makes sense because they are cheaper boxes. But basically for like half the price of a Hobby Blaster, you're getting the same amount of numbered cards, but the higher numbered cards kind of is discouraging, not gonna lie. But here's our first silver. Typically these are called hollows if it's a Donruss optic. Let's just put that over there. If you've been in the game for a long time, you'll probably already know that. But yeah, looking for the second numbered card here. It's honestly most likely going to be another red, and there we go. As we mentioned, that's going to be very typical for these retail blasters. So 14 out of 299. I don't see any color match for Germany here, so let's put this in a sleeve and add it to the numbered card pile over there. So at the very end of the video, we're going to end up with at least 4 numbered cards, and hopefully they're not all reds. But yeah, I mean, you're going to see a lot of, I guess the same with the Hobby Blaster, because, I mean, it's just the whole set in general. You're going to see a lot of inconsistency with the RC logo being used. So for those familiar with a lot of these players, it's not going to... Wait, what is this one? Is this... So I see silver foil here. I feel like I'm seeing things, but... Okay, so they're all silver foil. I don't know why I was imagining it'd be a little different. I thought it was a parallel for a sec, but yeah, the RC logo is very inconsistently used. So you're going to see a lot of players that are, 10-year or like 10th year rookies. And I guess you just have to get used to or learning or seeing videos and kind of figuring out who's actually a 10-year or first year or second or third year even as a rookie. But there is box number 1. And then, yeah, we're going to do the same thing with box number 2. So I'll spare you guys the wait. Let's do this again. All right, here is the last pack being prepped at this point. But yeah, going back to the whole RC situation, very, very similar to what we talked about in the Hobby Blaster video. The ones that you're gonna actually keep an eye out for that are actual rookies, I wanna say, are like Brand from Germany. You got Lauren Hemp, Selma Basha, Selma Parayuelo, and then you have Melchi Dumernay, Esme Bruitz, Thenian Del Castillo, Linda Caicedo, and I think that pretty much sums it up. I don't think there are any that I missed, and this one, I think based on what we saw from the first box, should be a numbered card. There it is. So it is a insert, a nice color match for South Korea, Soyun Ji. So 256 out of 299. And then we got a nice marbles here. So yeah, it's either going to be a regular base numbered or a insert. Let's put her over here. And I think it was pack number 3 that we saw another numbered card. I'm trying to see if there's any specific pattern. Obviously, we did this in reverse because when we were cutting them, we were just piling up on top of each other. So technically, that was the last pack. We have Ashley Sanchez here with field vision. So this is going to be technically, an insert. It's just it looks like a horizontal base card. But you can also get those numbered as well. And you can also get a lot of imposter rookies that we mentioned earlier. And I just have to mention it in case people aren't really familiar. So here's our silver, Clara Bull, one of the actually very good players for Germany, I want to say. It's our second silver. And yeah, those imposter rookies, I mean, they're mostly, if not all of them, are going to be really good players, the ones that I'm going to talk about. And, the biggest example is Kira Walsh. A lot of you are familiar, Ada Hegerberger as well. They've been in the game for a very long time, especially Wendy Renard, Lucy Bronze, Fertilina Rolfo, Stina Blackstenius, Georgia Stanway, and Marilla Froms, the goalie. So, yeah, hopefully that's a very, very helpful. Oh, we got 22 out of 23. Louise Quinn for the Republic of Ireland. And I believe this is the first Lika Martins card that we've pulled from this specific set. But, yeah, look at that. 22 out of 23. This is going to be the pink. I'm guessing they chose this color for the Women's World Cup. But then again, they also have a lot of pink prisms for a lot of the men's products, especially pink ice for a lot of prism products for whatever reason. I don't know why they don't use other colors, but got a pink for Ireland. It's probably one of the lowest numbered cards that we're ever going to pull from these blasters. I don't know if we're actually going to be going through more Donruss Women's World Cup blasters, maybe for personals, but we'll see what happens in the future. Last couple packs here. Not expecting anything too crazy now that we've gotten 2 numbered cards in this blaster. So the next crazy thing would be an autograph, and that's going to be extremely hard to pull. And here is Pitch Queens, Alex Morgan with field vision, Anna Borgish. All right, last pack, Magic, maybe? Fingers crossed. And obviously, in a minute, maybe less than a minute, by the time we're done with this pack, we'll talk about, see, this is one of those imposter rookies. This woman is older than 30 years old and she has the RC. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. She's been playing for a very long time too, so yeah. The whole when they started or when they played in the World Cup kind of thing kind of determines that. That's what Topps been doing with the Champions League as well. But that is the box. Let's do a recap real quick. So the first box, we got 2 reds, 1 out of 299, and then the second one out of 299. That's going to be very, very common for a lot of these blasters actually. And then if not 2 reds, then you're going to get a red and a blue. Obviously, we got lucky enough to get 1 red here, and then we got a pink. This one actually looks pretty clean. 22 out of 23. Louise Quinn for any Ireland collectors out there. And we got 2 silvers. I don't think I'm going to go over the inserts. And in terms of verdict, how do these boxes, or Actually, I'm having trouble. So they called the other ones hobby blasters. Now these are retail blasters, so let's call these blaster blasters. So these are, definitely cheaper, sitting at half the price of the hobby blasters, if not more, because I think the prices of the hobby blasters are actually going up. So it seems like they're in more demand than I thought. But for the same amount of numbered cards per box, typically, yeah, you're obviously going to be paying way less for a blaster. And I've seen some, well, actually, I think ours was like not even this low numbered. We got 2 high numbered cards in the hobby blaster, so it can happen from both. But yeah, I mean, the fact that they put a lot of higher numbered serial cards in these blaster boxes kind of, makes sense for the difference in like level. But that just means that, you can get technically 4 to 5 numbered cards from retail blasters if you spend the same amount of money on the hobby blasters. But in terms of autos, and this is very important, actually, if autos really matter to you, then this is really important. If not, then it doesn't really matter that much. But the same amount of money in retail blasters only gives you like 2 to 3 autos compared to like 10 to 11 autos from like hobby blasters, I'd say. And that's, I mean, obviously if you're looking at an entire case. But yeah, again, we're missing some key players, like we mentioned in the previous video, from the entire checklist. Obviously, Alexia Putellas, Aitana Bonmati, Beth Mead, and a few others. But yeah, the auto checklist is disappointingly small, but it's made mostly out of U.S. women's national team players, so that could be beneficial for U.S. collectors. But I think that's pretty much it for the differences. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more content, breaks, and giveaways. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.